Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something fascinating. The ancient rituals around a pope's death and how a successor is chosen. You shared this great documentary script, and we're going to unpack the key moments, what they all signify.
Exactly. It's a process steeped in history, and that script gives us a good map. We'll trace it all from, the very first moments after death through the mourning, the secret conclave.
All the way to that big announcement.
Right, until the world knows who the new pope is. It's quite the journey.
Okay, let's jump in. The script starts with confirming the death itself. The Camerlengo, that's the Cardinal Chamberlain.
Yes, that's him.
He performs this, striking act, tapping the pope's forehead gently 3 times with a silver hammer and calling out his baptismal name.
It's very symbolic. It's not just about confirming death medically, It's more about symbolically separating the person from the office. The lack of response means his personal earthly role is over.
I see. It marks the end of that specific papacy.
Precisely. The office endures, but the man's time in it has passed.
And then, almost right away, the script mentions destroying the fisherman's ring. That sounds final.
It is, and very important. That ring is the symbol of papal authority. Breaking it, usually with that same silver hammer, in front of witnesses, it achieves 2 things.
Right.
1, it visually confirms the end of his authority. 2, and this is crucial, it prevents anyone forging documents in his name during the interim period.
Passate avante, right? The script mentions that, the vacant seat.
Exactly. That period starts immediately.
And during this time, there's the Novemdiales, this 9-day mourning period. The script says major decisions are basically paused.
Correct. It's a time for mourning, for reflection across the church, but it's also practical. It gives the cardinals time to gather in Rome from all over the world.
So it's both solemn mourning and logistical preparation.
Yes. The focus shifts entirely to the transition, to choosing the next pope. No distractions.
Which brings us to the conclave. The script notes the name itself with key, highlights the secrecy, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Conclave, locked to the key.
So who actually gets to vote in this locked room?
Only cardinals under the age of 80. That's the rule.
Under 80? How many does that usually mean?
Typically, as the script suggests, somewhere between 100, maybe 120 cardinal electors. It fluctuates a bit, obviously.
And the secrecy is intense. An oath, penalty of excommunication if broken.
Oh, absolutely. They're completely sealed off inside the Vatican. No contact with the outside world. Phones, internet, news, all gone. It's meant to shield them from any external pressure or influence. Purely spiritual deliberation.
Wow. Okay, so inside the Sistine Chapel, the script details the voting. Writing names on ballots, putting them in a chalice. Very ritualistic.
Deeply so. Every step is prescribed, full of meaning.
And then the smoke signals. Everyone knows about those. Black smoke, white smoke.
Yeah, that's the communication method. They burn the ballots after each round of voting. Chemicals are added to make the smoke distinctly black, meaning no decision yet, or white.
White smoke. That's the moment the world has been waiting for.
It signals Habemus Papam. We have a pope.
Which leads to that famous announcement from the balcony by the senior cardinal.
Right. The cardinal protodeacon makes the announcement.
And then the new pope appears, gives his first blessing, urbi et orbi, to the city and to the world.
That's his first public act. Blessing Rome, blessing the entire world. It often sets the tone, for his papacy.
It's a powerful moment of continuity after all that secrecy and ritual.
Exactly. Revelation after concealment.
The documentary script, as you mentioned, really closes on that idea how these ancient rituals provide stability, continuity for the church, death, renewal, secrecy, revelation.
It's true. In a world that changes so fast, these traditions act as an anchor. They're not just formalities. They ensure a structured, recognized transition of leadership for, billions of people.
It's quite something to consider. This deep dive really shows that intersection of ancient tradition, spiritual weight, and frankly, global significance. Hopefully everyone listening now has a clearer picture of these intricate steps. It makes you think about the weight of ritual, doesn't it? How these practices ensure continuity across centuries. What aspects really stand out, and maybe what other questions does it bring up about tradition's role today? Something to ponder. Thanks for walking through this with us.
My pleasure. Fascinating topic.